spider balloons. Proscott suggested this in the comments the other week, and I had to try it out because it looks f***ing awesome. I got a package of clear balloons, some fake plastic spiders, and most importantly, this stuff called high float, which you put inside of balloons to help keep them inflated longer. I started by taking one of the clear balloons, stuck it on the nozzle, and gave it one full pump of high float gel. Then removed it and squished it all around the balloon till it completely covered the inside. Then I took the spider, kind of balled it up a little bit, and tried to insert it into the balloon, which is a pretty f***ing huge pain in the ass, honestly. Then I proceeded to blow up the balloon 3/4 of the way, twisted off the neck, and clipped it closed. I made 2 balloons like this, set them out to dry, and checked back up on them roughly about 24 hours later. Now, I'm not sure what the hell happened in that time, but my clear balloons have now developed a strange layer of film, and they're not so clear anymore. What the fuck? I can kind of wipe it off. I tried using a moist towelette, but nothing really worked. I eventually just said f*** it and forged ahead. My next step was to deflate the balloon. I then took the balloon and gave it a couple good stretches. This is supposed to separate the dry film of the high float from the walls of the balloon. Then I just blew it back up, and now it's supposed to look like a spider web, but the film kind of came all off at the same time, and well, it didn't work. This one's a bust. Definitely didn't come out right at all, but I still have another balloon. I repeated the process, and well, that one's just as shitty as the first one. Fuck. Well, that's all the balloons I made, because I thought that this would work, so now I've got to blow up more and spend another day on this project. So I blew up a shit ton of more balloons, this time trying a couple different things, using different amounts of the high float, some with half pumps, some with quarter pumps. Now I really wanted to get a different brand of clear balloons since these completely fogged up and were kind of useless, but I couldn't find any. So I had to go for the only other clear latex product that I had in my house. These are Trojan Ecstasy condoms. I unwrapped and unrolled the condom and pumped a load of high float inside. I squished and distributed the gel all around the inside of the condom, just like the other balloons, and then inserted my rubber spider, which was a ton easier this time around. Next, I began to try and inflate my condom, which was a little next to impossible. Oh yeah, and pretty f***ing gross. Non-oxyl 9? Not something I recommend putting in your mouth. Once all was said and done, it actually looked pretty decent. I tied it up and set it aside with the rest of the balloons till the next day. Now I got to them a little earlier the next day so that the balloons weren't completely covered in that film like earlier. I then deflated and stretched all of my balloons using various degrees of stretching and not stretching and slowly inflating to quickly inflating. And out of the 8 balloons that I tried this time around, there was only a few of them that actually came out right. Now for the most part, the film on the inside, it just wouldn't stick that well and would come off almost immediately. It was not that impressive. I found out through practice that the slower that I inflated the balloons, the better that they came out, so the last couple ones turned out pretty awesome. This one was pretty decent, I thought. Not exactly like the pin, but close. Now as far as the Trojan Ecstasy condom goes, the next day the condom was only a little bit foggy, but not nearly as bad as the balloons. This was just mostly due to the moisture inside of the condom. I deflated it, stretched it out, and then re-inflated it. And nothing fucking happened. Pretty much the same thing that happened to the other balloons. So what have we learned? If you attempt this, try out a couple different clear balloon brands and be sure to blow them up slowly. It may take 10, 20, 30, 40 balloons to kind of get it right and whatnot, but it's achievable. More Halloween pins are coming. Be sure that you leave your suggestions in the comments below. Like up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you around here next time.